Welcome back, guys. I trust you've been staying safe. Like I've been saying, just keep an eye out. And of course, I think you also have to pray. You just don't know what you might meet. Now, this young man, Shadrach Arloo from Ghana, was just a day or two away from immigrating to Germany. But in the course of his preparations, he decided to go to the West Hills Mall in Accra, Ghana, to get some things. But it would turn out that he would get into the mall, but he would never come back home again because he ended up meeting his untimely death at the mall. This is currently an ongoing case here in Ghana, West Africa, and the circumstances surrounding his death allegedly involves a police officer and some other individuals who are rumored to be private security officers working somewhere in the mall. We are yet to confirm some of the allegations being put out there as police investigations are still ongoing. So what we are going to put out is mainly based on what is being reported by some news outlets and also some people who claim to have been witnesses to what occurred in the death of Shadrach Arloo at the hands of some individuals who are yet to be fully identified after investigations. If you are ready for this true crime story, please buckle up and let's go. Now, this case is still unfolding, but here is the information that we have coming out from various news outlets to date. So, the incident allegedly occurred on the 30th of January 2023 around 3:15 p.m. at the West Hills Mall in Accra, Ghana. The West Hills Mall have issued a statement to confirm that this incident actually happened there. Their statement will be digested later on in this video, but at least they have come out to confirm that it happened there. Now, according to what has been put out there by some news outlets and someone claiming to be an eyewitness who is yet to be confirmed to be an actual eyewitness by the police, this person is alleging that they saw Shadrach being approached by this police officer. Now, Shadrach, who is the victim here, was in the company of another person, and this police officer apparently requested that he wanted to search Shadrach's bag. Now, there are two versions of the story from this point. According to what this eyewitness was saying, he's saying that when the police officer requested for that, it appears Shadrach also resisted. And at a point, Shadrach took to his heels. The police officer was trying to catch up with him, but it seemed like he was not going to be able to catch up with Shadrach. And in his attempt to get help, he raised an alarm, shouting that people should help him, to get that guy apprehended. And so some people came in and then they got him and pinned him down. Now, this police officer allegedly held him and handcuffed him, and all of a sudden, some other people who were in civilian clothing, so to speak, also appeared on the scene. And then they started tasing this young man who had already been allegedly handcuffed by this police and was on the floor. According to this eyewitness, they tased him under his feet, they tased him on various parts of his body, and he had a bit of beating. Now, from this point, he was taken to the hospital where he was at that point not even showing any signs of movement. He was sort of motionless, and later it ended up he was declared dead. That is one version coming from someone who claims to be an eyewitness. This person spoke to one of the news outlets. Then there's a second version which some people are putting out there, that allegedly there was this attempt by the police officer to search Shadrach's things, and then Shadrach indicated that no, he wants to know why he is to be searched, and that he doesn't trust this police officer because he believes the police officer can set him up by putting something in his bag and later coming back to say he found it in there and then arresting him. So he would not allow him to search his bag, but instead, he is ready and willing to accompany the police officer to the nearest police station for them to conduct that search. And I think the option or the intent of going with this option is that there will be other witnesses there. That is, if this is what actually happened. And according to this allegation, the police officer also refused, and a sort of a scuffle broke out, in which case Shadrach then took to his heels, and then the police officer chased him. Some people also came in to help him. Then the tasing also happened, not by the police officer, but by those other people who came in to help him. And then at a point, the search was going on, and Shadrach quickly took something out of his bag, in a black polythene bag, put it in his back pocket. When he was being confronted, at a point, he brought it out of his pocket and he swallowed it. The stories are all over. We don't know what the actual truth is. Investigations are ongoing, and some people are a bit skeptical that because it involves a policeman in one way or the other, a police officer is involved. If the Ghana Police Service is still the same body investigating, some people are skeptical that the investigations may not be fully done. I am of the confidence that they are going to do a thorough work. I know the Ghana Police Service also has various structures in there to ensure that investigations are not compromised. So I don't think this is going to affect the quality of the investigation they will put out. But then on the flip side, a life has been lost and investigations are ongoing. However, the family of the deceased are also not waiting. They've gone to contact legal bodies. They've sought out a lawyer, and they are considering various forms of actions. Of course, I think it will still be tied to the results of the investigation. We are yet to know what the final thing would be. But some way, somehow, I believe that when the investigations are concluded, of the parties involved, we are all going to find out what went wrong. There is no way everything went right and somebody died. I believe that between the victim, God rest his soul, the police officer, and the other people alleged to be private security officers who came in, and the person who was also administering the taser, between this chain of people, somebody or some people most likely did something wrong, which most likely led to the passing of this young man. That is the working theory I believe the investigation may corroborate. But as it stands now, all these are just theories and analysis. We are still leaving it to the police to come out. And I'm surprised 2023 is just 1 month down the line, and already so many issues are coming up. Crimes are coming up, people are getting shot, people are getting killed, targeted. And I don't think this is one of these incidents. I believe that this is something that escalated too fast and got out of hand too quickly. I think this death could have been prevented in one way or the other. And like I said, when the investigations come out, we are definitely going to see who was in the wrong and what could have been done better. But then the life has already been lost. We cannot reverse that. So like I've been saying, please keep an eye out when you step out. Be careful. You never know what is coming your way. And I think we should also be praying as well. Now, this is what has happened. We wish Shadrach's family the strength to sort of, I don't even know how they are going to move on from this. This is a man who is also rumored to have one kid. And if you are that child, how do you move on? Knowing very well your dad was just a day or two away from traveling to Germany, obviously to see greener pastures and improve his life. Of all the times this could have happened, why this particular time? But then again, please, let's all respect the dignity of human life. If you're a law enforcer and if you're also a civilian, whatever your role is in the chain of justice and law enforcement and civilian life, let's also have it at the forefront of whatever steps you are taking, that human life is at stake and we need to respect it. This is not to say somebody's guilty, but it's just a statement that I'm putting out there to advise us all. Subscribe to the channel if you already haven't done so. Hit the like button if you love the content of this video. It advises us on the type of content to push so you enjoy, and put us on post notification if you are yet to do so. Like I'll say, stay safe out there and keep an eye out. Catch you another time.